Speak up, I'm a broadcaster.
Defund the dope dealers, defund the gangsters, they're on top. The dope dealers are snitches. Dope dealers are snitches, they're cops. You can't trust dope dealers, they are snitches.
That's right, you can't trust nobody.
Biden isn't listening.
Trump did drugs.
Neither can you.
Trump, hey, Trump did drugs too. Trump did drugs.
And you're racist.
No, I'm black and white. My mama white.
You hate white folks.
My mama white.
You hate white people.
My mama white.
You're a scumbag.
My mama white.
Racist.
My mama white.
You're racist.
My mama white, you dummy.
Stop killing the black people.
My mama whiter than you. Hey, look.
What's wrong with people, bro?
My mama white.
People in the hoods and the ghettos, man.
My mama white.
All around killing people in my hoods, bro.
My mama whiter than you.
Well, then that's good.
My mama white. I'm mixed. How am I racist? So where you
can
go?
be.
No, you
can be.
racist. You the
How?
real racist.
How?
Because look how you just calling
How?
out, pointing fingers at people you don't even know. So that's racism.
No.
Yeah, you point out, you telling me I'm a
getting
drug
tired- I'm
dealer.
getting
You don't
tired
know
of-
what I'm doing. Trump do drugs.
No, he does
Trump
not. You
do
have no
drugs,
facts.
man.
You have no
My
facts.
brother, America
And what-
did
what-
drugs.
what kind of facts you
Cocaine
have?
started off as a drug to give to people from the government. The
So
government
where's
listen.
the facts at?
On the internet, Go
Okay.
check, go research. It's
Where?
all in
Where?
there.
Where?
Every last president we had
Where?
touch a woman pussy. Every last president we had, go look on the internet. From the first one to Trump.
Give me some
I
sort
could
of
pull
a
it
source.
up,
Give
dog.
me some source.
Man, we're gonna pull it
Hey,
up.
look, you know what, if I'm wrong,
You are wrong.
I'm just saying if I'm wrong.
Cindy, look up pull up the information on all presidents that touch a woman. And every last president
How
go
about
come.
drugs? How about
And
drugs?
drugs. And do the drugs too, Sin. Get the drugs. I want to prove to him before you go too far. We ain't trying to fight. I'm just trying to prove to him.
I'm not out here to fight, that's for sure.
No, why Sin? I'm going to prove to him every
I-
president did drugs and every president touched a woman pussy. Every last one of them.
And most,
Every last.
but
Listen,
here's the-
cocaine was
okay.
given to the American people by the government.
Okay.
So it said for teeth
Okay.
to start off with a tooth
I can
decay.
understand that,
So
but
why
now-
you
now
going
my
dick a
question-
country
okay,
and
my-
then call it drugs and lock
Okay,
them up?
my question to you is
Mm-hmm.
if you touch a woman's vagina,
I'm going to prison.
but no, that's not what I'm trying to go.
Okay,
That's what-
go ahead.
I'm going to there.
All right.
I get your point.
Yeah,
of
you
view,
get my
though.
point. All right.
Okay, so if you touch a woman's vagina, then how are you gonna go and judge somebody else when you're doing the same thing?
But I touch a woman that allow me to touch. That's the difference. There's a difference.
But
He
the thing
touch
is,
a woman
though,
that don't want him to
If you're
touch
not
it.
married to her, then you're committing adultery.
Well, I'm not. Look, I never walked down the aisle. Listen to this. I've been with her for 24 years, and we married to ourselves. We don't need no paper to tell me I'm married. You see what I'm saying? How is it adultery if we really love each other and we really following the marriage
That's
rules
definitely rare for
without
someone to stay for 24
for 24 years?
without
I got
saying
2
screw
kids.
this and go kick rocks.
I'm dead serious, man.
So I appreciate that. Though.
And look, no wedding ring on our finger. But we more married than most people who got a wedding ring. They fight all the time. They hate each
don't know
other.
each
They
other.
only want the money.
I agree.
They all that. Me and her, we love each other. We don't
I'm
need
totally
what they
against
need.
all of this,
Yeah, I'm not against Trump. That's right. That's right.
You're right.
Hey, I'm not against Trump. It's just that I know, and I like Trump too. I got things about Trump that I like. That thing, the opioid, he stopped the opioid. I'm proud of that. You know how much people I knew that was addicted to opioid that can't get it no more. Now they getting clean, looking better, feeling better. I'm proud of that. Yeah.
See, I'm still learning.
Yeah, Trump did that. Yeah,
I'm always down for that.
Hey, look, I'm down with Trump on something, but like any human being, I can agree with some and I can disagree with anything we all do on earth. We are all human. We're trying to find our way, and the only reason you think one thing is right is because the government tell you that. We know.
I can't stand the government.
Right.
I can't stand the
So
police.
you gotta look
I
at
can't
your
stand none of
own.
that.
You gotta look at life in your own. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. You know what's right and you know what's wrong.
Definitely.
So that's all we can really do is go. You can be your
I mean,
own
like,
judgment.
look, you know what,
Only I can judge
look,
myself.
dude, and if I was going towards it,
I'm not mad.
But like,
I just wanted
you know,
to talk.
I guess some of the reason why I say what I did, because man, like some of the worstest people that I had to unfortunately deal with. It wasn't my own kind.
Of course not.
Okay, it was
the Black Lives Matter, call me KKK, and all these
I'm a race thing because I would never understand.
Like, my dad one time, look, no lie, look, whenever I was trying to think, I think I was like maybe 17, 18 years old and watching BET at the time, okay? And because I thought it was cool at the time.
Yeah.
So whatever, and like he comes home from offshore, and like I'm waiting for him to say something too. Like he goes and changes to some different clothes. He comes sit back and I'm waiting for him. He said, "Man, turn that nigga shit off."
Yeah.
And like it pissed me off. Like, and I looked
Right.
at the TV. I turned back. I said, "Yo, what are you racist or something like that?" And turned back to the TV. Turned back, and that remote control came, slapped me in my freaking face.
In the face.
And it's like, you know,
it was like an eye opener.
And like it showed a lot of hatred in me, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
And
not
I had
good.
to get
You
breaking
shouldn't.
off of that.
See, that's the way you let the world get to you itself. Because, like I said, I got black and white, but I never let the hatred from the black or the white make me a hateful person. If I do anything to anybody wrong, it's because it did something to me first, no matter what color it is. And that's what I live by.
I was born in 85.
85, when the crack came out.
Were the 80s
That was a crack epidemic. 1985 is when it started. And that's it was always.
We're the best generation, like the 80s.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, the 80s is the
We didn't
best.
put up with no bull
I
crap.
know,
Now
but we're
look,
just so
what you think
chill.
about this? Yeah, what you
know
think
what I mean?
about this?
Jesus Christ, man.
Now, who is Jesus Christ?
Man, he's a Jewish
I'm
man.
gonna tell you who
He's a Jewish
Jesus
man.
is. No, I'm gonna tell
He
you who
saved-
Jesus
saved
is.
my life,
Jesus is you.
No.
Yeah, no,
God.
listen, let me
God
explain.
is our
Hold
spiritual
on.
father.
Jesus is you, Jesus is me, Jesus is her, Jesus is her. Let me explain. You God's first child, right? You are God's first child. Let me explain. There's nobody, what's your name?
Brandon.
There's no other Brandon like you.
I
You're
know
the
that.
first Brandon ever, and you're gonna be the last Brandon ever. You are God's only Brandon. You are God's only child. I am God's only child. I am the first smoker of me. You'll never find another me. Maybe somebody resemble me, look like me, act like me, but he will not be me. You'll never get that. You the only Brandon God got of you. So you is God, his only child. Now, when we walk the earth, the nicer you are on earth, well, same story as Jesus, what happens? You get crucified by the people. People treat you bad, to take advantage of you, to treat you worse. The nicer you are, plus you have to die for the sinful world. Jesus got the same story as you. Listen, no. That's what he said. Well, why are you dying then? You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta shed your. We all die. Will every man live forever? Will you live? No, will you live on earth in that body as you are today, or will you die and let your body go back to the earth? And then your soul gonna live on always. That's the same story as Jesus. He woke up in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
His soul, same as you. Tell me one story different than Jesus. I'm God's child. I'm his son. So what makes Jesus better than you and me? We are Jesus. We got the same story. You doing, what did he do?
He died on the cross.
And then what you gonna do? Wait, what are you gonna do for the rest of the world? What will you?
I'm gonna serve my Father in heaven.
But will you die? Will you die for this sinful world?
Yeah.
That's my question. Are you
I'm
dying?
gonna die for Jesus Christ.
No, you are Jesus. You think that? Don't let the Bible twist you.
See, Jesus Christ lives in me through.
No, you are Jesus. I'm telling you, man. Listen, if he live in you, man, then you him. If he's in you, if he's
God's child, right?
If he's in you and you walk into work with him in you, when he's controlling you, then you are him. And when I talk to you, I'm talking to Jesus. You see what I'm saying? If he's in you, you ain't doing nothing for yourself. Everything you do right now is Jesus. So I'm talking to Jesus. You can't deny it, man. There's no denying. You can't tell me no different story that you have from Jesus. There's no different story. Now you can love Jesus. He show you how to walk. That's a brother that was here before you. He teaches you how to walk and to make it to our, you know what I'm saying, heavenly home. I've been there, man. I grew up in the church. All that. I don't even like the church. I don't even like pastors. But I love God. I love God. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus because Jesus is you and me and her. So of course there's a Jesus that walked this earth that had to, he was nice and he got crucified. Because you gonna be nice and watch how you get crucified. It's life, man. Look at those. Hey, look.